welcome into the shop. We are in the spring of the year, and it's time to put some new blades on the lawnmower here. I'm going to be doing it on the Freedom Z Skag. It's been a good old lawnmower, had it around for a good many years. I've currently got some mulching blades underneath here, and they're not totally wore out, but I like to use those for fall and that to mulch up leaves and that type of thing. They seem to work a little bit better. It is now summertime, and I really don't care too much about the mulching side of it in my yard, but we do want a good clean cut. So we'll go ahead and swap these blades out. We'll try to go into some pretty good detail on this for you. Everybody's going to have a little different selection of how to do this. The first thing we need to do is actually raise the lawnmower up off the ground. Now, I have hoists and everything in my shop, so I can do this quite easily. There's also options. We can use a floor jack, something similar to this one over here. That will get it up off the ground. You can put ramps up underneath it and run the wheels up on it. Whatever you do, make sure it's secure. It's too close to the ground to really get up underneath there and do it without raising it off the ground. So we'll go ahead and pick this one up and show you how I'd like to get mine up if you are so lucky as to have one like this. So we'll hook this thing up and show you how to get it off the ground. Okay, so for me, I've got a nice little hoist here off of a steel beam, so that makes it pretty secure. I've got a little sling attached to it, and I can lower this on down and hook up to her. And once I do that, bring her right back up in the air. I find the easiest way I can do it, like I say, you don't have quite that privilege. You may have to run it over a ditch or something to give you access underneath your mower. But like I say, I've kind of privileged because I have my shop set up to do this a whole lot easier than most. And then we're going to do a quick inspection up under here to see exactly how the old deck is performing over the years. I've had to do a lot of welding on it. Blades don't look real bad for what I have. We'll go ahead and find us a wrench and show you how to get these off. A couple different ways to do that. Okay, there's a couple of ways to get these blades off of there, and I always like to try to do it as easy as possible. As you can see, on most mowers you're going to have a way to hold this blade, which is up in the top. On this particular one, I believe we've got a 1-inch flat spotted thing, and we can just simply set our wrench in there and hold that blade back, and then you have to usually find something to brace that against, because we're going to try to take that off, and then we'll use a 15/16 wrench down here. Now, most of your mowers, I would say that I run across, these are standard righty-tighty, lefty-loosey blades, so you'll just simply get a hold of it and try to brace the wrench up against the side of something. It's usually the easiest way, and then you simply grab a hold of it, get on it, and it's always preferred to use a box stand wrench if you can. That way it's gripping as many sides of that as you can, and it just makes it so it's not going to fall off or slip off as easily. And if you give it a good tug, you should be able to break it loose. Now, this particular one looks like it's a little bit snug. So you have to give it a good tighten. So after you once get it loosened up, then you can go from there. It's not too bad a problem. So we'll take that loose, get that out of the way, and we'll set the blade down on the ground. There we go. Take that nut off of there, and just keep in mind what direction your blade sits. So let me get us a new blade and show you what goes on to get her back on there. Okay, our new blade's going on, and if you take the blade off and you set it down on there, you'll not forget which way this goes. You wouldn't believe how many people put them on upside down, but you always have to make sure that your blade is The kick or the curve of the blade is going to show up towards the bottom of your deck. Your cutting edge is always going to be at the bottom so that that cuts. If you do this over like this, you will not get a good cut. But like I say, I've seen it done many times from people. Follow your old blade, put it in there, and you can see the difference in this one. It's just giving a good clear cut. This one here has fins on the bottom of it, so it kind of mulches and chops the blade or the grass up. So depending on what you're trying to do in your yard, like I say, this blade is perfectly fine for what I'm doing. Always go ahead and get your bolt started, and righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, put the thing back up in there. Now, this is probably how most people will do it, unless you do have a nice shop that has more equipment than the average homeowner. But you put it on there and you'll snug this on down. Here again, if you can get your wrench to hit against something to hold it in place while you're doing it, that's good. Be careful of the sharp blades. You don't want to push your hand into this direction and slip. You'll be right against your sharp edge, so do be careful of that. I like to get a little bit past that so that if I slip, it's not going to hurt me. And give it a good snug, and that's all it takes to put the blade on. Now, if you're like me and you really prefer to do it the easier way, I have it a little, like I say, a little simpler on me. So we're going to back up and we'll show you the way we do it on this one, which is a little impact gun. And we put this to remove the nut. We slide it on. It comes off. Much easier. You don't have to worry about bracing it. None of that. You take your blade off. Get your new blade. Sure it's still the right direction. And always make sure you hand tighten it first. Make sure your bolt's going in square and straight. And once you get it started good, you can go ahead and run it on in. And the blade is done. And we have one more blade to go. And of course, I am going to opt to use my easy method once again, because so blade change is a pretty quick and easy task. If you have the right equipment, you really only spend a few minutes to do a blade change. In my part of the country, we have lots of sand, so a nice thick blade like these are essential. You want to get them around as long as you can. Make sure your blades, once you got them all lined, to ensure that they're the right ones. Make sure that the tips, when you're side by side like that, they're not hitting or touching each other. You'll have a little gap. Depending on how much, they're fairly close. So we shall be ready to go. All our blades are in the right direction. And that's all there is to putting new blades on the lawnmower. Now let's go ahead and set her back down. And we're going to go run this one time and see just how good the new blades work. Okay, we ran over the grass a little bit. This is very early spring, and we had a lot of real fine grass, and with the new blades on there, we're cutting it good. Looks like it's a nice cut on it. They're nice and crisp. They're not all raggedy and scraggled out. So I think we did good. They look like a good set of blades. So we'll call that quick and easy replacement of blades. It's looking good. We're ready for the mowing season. So we'll go ahead and get it ready to finish cutting the grass as soon as we get a little bit taller. I'm going to let it grow a little bit more, but we're ready for it anyway. So hope this helped, and check back and we'll give you more lawnmower tips if we get them. Thanks for watching.